table Shylock, Jessica, Shylock's daughter, Lancelot, who is now the servant of Vicinio. Shylock is now telling Lancelot that now with your own eyes you can see the difference between your master Jew, your old master, and your master Vicinio. And then he calls Jessica. Jessica comes and then he tells Jessica, although he does not want to leave and go to the supper, but he has to go. And then Lancelot says something and then they have conspired together. Conspired together here is a verbal irony. A verbal irony is, it seems to be meaning something but means a different thing. It has two meanings in different contexts. Verbal irony here is that they have conspired together. Now we know what the conspiracy is about, making Shylock's daughter run away with Lorenzo. This is what they have conspired together for. But Shylock hears it as conspired together to prepare the supper, the feast. And this is an important part of this dialogue. And Lancelot then says that there will be mask processions. Masks are used like in masquerade balls, people are wearing half masks. Such masks will be there. Now Shylock then says to his daughter, masks also beware, lock yourself inside, do not open the door for anyone. And he is mentioning while squealing the wry neck fife. Now this is used for an instrument, and when you hear this instrument and the drums, you be prepared and lock yourself in the house and be safe. And do not poke your head out of the casements. Casements are used for windows, and do not see out of the windows to see those. And then Lancelot says something to Jessica only, and very slowly and in coded poetic line. He says, mistress, look out of the window for all this. You should look out of the window for all this. There will be a Christian buy, will be worth a Jewish eye. Now he's saying that there will be a Christian buy, there will be a Christian who is worth the Jewish eye. Yani he's saying that Lorenzo has got your letter and your message and he will be here tonight. Look out for him. Shylock asks what, and then Lancelot leaves after saying this. Shylock asked what did he say, to which Jessica replied that he only said farewell mistress. Then Shylock says that Lancelot, the servant, he was kind, but he was a huge feeder and very slow in making profits and used to sleep all day. And then he says, therefore I part with him and part with him to one that I would have him help to waste his borrowed purse. Now this is also an important line whereby Shylock is saying that he is parting with his servant so that his servant can waste now Vicinio's money, who is already going insolvent. And then he says that I'll be returning very soon, as he does not feel, he feels that something is wrong, because yesterday he also dreamed about money bags. Now dreaming about money bag is a bad omen. So he feels something isn't right. So he says that I will be returning quickly, but I have to go. And you do as I bid you, shut the doors after you, fast find, fast find. Now he's saying that shut the doors after you. This is another verbal irony. This here means, in Shylock's context, Shylock is saying shut the doors after you, yani you shut the doors after you enter the house and shut the doors, be safe. From Jessica's context, it means shut the doors after you. She will shut the door, but only after leaving the house. And then Jessica is giving a dialogue that is a very beautiful dialogue. Farewell, and if my fortune be not crossed, I have a father, you a daughter lost. Now she's saying that if I be fortunate, and then you will be losing a daughter and I losing a father. Scene shifts. Scene 6. The same. Enters Gratiano and Salarino masked. Now they're wearing mask. Now Gratinio is saying that this is the area where Lorenzo asked us to meet. Then Celerino says an hour has almost passed by. And Gratiano says that how come he is late, for lovers are never late but they are before time. Celerino then says, oh, 10 times faster. Now he is saying that they are very fast. Gratiano then says, all things that are with more spirited chase they're enjoyed. Now he's saying that chasing is better than having something. So the more enjoyment is in the waiting, in the chasing. Then he's giving an example of a ship. He's saying scarf bark put from her native bay, hugged and embraced by the wanton wind, how look like a prodigy that she returned. Now he's saying when a ship leaves a dockyard, the ship looks new. And when the ship returns, the ship is withered, torn, old. Lean, rent and beggared by the wanton wind. Now, withered by the wanton wind. This is just all an example. And then Celerino says, here come Lorenzo. More of this afterward. And then Celerino is saying that we'll talk about it later. Lorenzo is already here. Lorenzo says, thank you friends for waiting for me, and if such a situation arise ever again in your context, if you ever need my help, I'll be willing to help you too. And then enters Jessica above in boy's clothes. Now Jessica is peeping through the window of her house and she is disguised as a boy. And she asks, who are you? And I need to know for certain because I think I recognize your voice. Lorenzo says that it's me. Jessica says that you are surely Lorenzo. And then she says you catch this casket. She's throwing a box and this is worth the pain. And do not look at me because I am ashamed of my disguise. So she's sending a box full of jewelry, money, and Lorenzo says, descend, you must be my torchbearer. Now Lorenzo is saying, come down, you have to guide me. Jessica then says, if I come down like this, I'll be embarrassed in front of you. Lorenzo says that you look lovely as a boy also. Jessica says that I'll quickly come myself, and Gratiano says, by my hood, a gentle and no Jew. Now Gratiano is saying here that she's surely a very gentle person and not a Jew. Lorenzo says, beshrew me, but I love her heartily. For she is wise, if I can judge of her, and fair she is, if that mine eyes be true. And true she is, as she hath proved herself. And therefore, like herself, wise, fair, and true, shall she be placed in my constant soul. Now he is again praising her. He's saying that she is wise if I can judge her. She is beautiful if I can see her truly. And she has also proved herself true. And she is wise, beautiful and true, and she has a special place in my soul. And then enters Jessica below. What are you? Come, oh gentlemen, away. And now she's saying, let us go. There's no time to waste now. And then enters Antonio, who says, who's there? Then Gratiano says, Signor Antonio, it's me. Antonio then says that where are you all have been from such a long time? I have been searching for you. It is 9 o'clock. And all our friends who are going aboard have been waiting for you. And I have sent 20 more men to seek you. Where have you been? So Antonio is telling Gratiano that the party has been cancelled and the winds are correct for setting a sail tonight, and hence they will all be leaving and they were waiting for Gratiano. Gratiano says that I am glad I have come on time then to be under sail and gone tonight. So I'll be leaving with them tonight. And the scene ends here. So basically in the 6th scene, We know that Jessica has now run away with Lorenzo, and the ship has also set sail, and everybody is gone, leaving Antonio and Shylock behind to deal with each other. So that's it. Thank you so much.